So going back to not being free, I don't really remember much of the half term in October 2019, but I do remember the end of it because I then received court instructions to say he was taking me to court for custody of my child, and that's broke me a little bit, as you can imagine. I'm trying to get help for her behaviour, for potentially ADHD or autism or something. I have gone through social workers. I've even referred myself to a social worker. We had a family support worker for quite a while. Things were going well, and then we got the new social worker, and then things just seemed to be going against me no matter what I did, even if it was in my daughter's favour. Because one of the things I was trying to do, I was going through a psychiatrist to try and explain everything that was been going on since leaving her dad, and how the behaviours changed, and how losing my dad in 2014 had a big impact on my daughter, because she was very attached to him, and she was only 2 when he passed away. Anyway, so fast forward a little bit to her being with her dad, and now she has a diagnosis for ADHD. Even though he did everything in his power, as well as the social worker, to stop me going through psychiatrists for any form of diagnosis. Even if there was no diagnosis, I was just trying to get some form of help, as I was a single mum at this time. But anyway, going back to court, we also had to go to child in need meetings, child protection meetings, and I was just being made out to be the psycho. He turned everything, pretty much everything that I told Kafkas about our relationship, he had turned and said the same thing, that I'd done the same thing to him, which I thought was quite strange. I also found out that he got my Kafkas report before he had to do his Kafkas report. Bit of confliction there. And I was just in a very, very, very dark place at this point. And then the next thing I remember is going to court in the December and having a court order put in place that allowed me to have a phone call once a week from my daughter. That's it. See you tomorrow for some more.